Hi, Leo. This is your Tarotscope for July 2020. We're calling in your angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light to come in. Collective Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What kind of energy do you have? July 2020. What is going on with you, Leo? All right. All right, Leo. It looks like you're having some things that you're needing to take care of this month, July 2020. The first thing that I'm seeing is saying to stop being so generous. This is like generous with your time, with your attention, with your resources, with money, time, energy, effort, love, information. It's something about the need to be less generous with all of your good stuff. So your advice is even talking about, right, people are even, they're just asking too much of you. People are asking too much of you. They're asking you for things that aren't in your highest and your greatest good. It's like, it's depleting. It feels depleting. And it's stuff that you are like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. But it's not in your highest and greatest good to be giving out so much energy, time, and attention for some reason. You need to pull it inward. There's also your higher self saying, I have some things that I have been hooked into in the past, or that have been hooked into me in the past, that I'm seeing very clearly are draining my resources, and I have to stop this. I have to stop. I have to stop. That's what I keep hearing. Oh, wow. Leo, this actually looks like it could be family oriented, could be business oriented, but I feel like it's family oriented. And your higher guides and angels are talking about dysfunctional family dynamics and you being drained of resources. Time is a lot of what I'm hearing, but energy and effort. People are asking you for things. Okay, and the big picture is talking about past life stuff. It's talking about, this could even be brothers and sisters. This could even be past life situations where it's rolled over into this one and you feel like you need to give your support in any way that you can. The thing is, happening now and into the near future, it's like there's some injustice that's happening. What that tells me too is that there's some karma being created here that's maybe the opposite. It just keeps you together in the same karmic cycles. It keeps you all together. Maybe someone gave to you in another life and you're giving to them in this life, and then so it's like there's this need for autonomy. Ooh, and I'm feeling your throat chakra. So there's this need for autonomy and there's this need to speak it out loud. I have to say no. That's what it is. Learning how to say no. There's a need to say no to something. And it looks like it's even a need to say no with something that you've already promised someone, because you're like, wow, I promised this to you. I know I promised this to you. It's like unfinished business. I did this a while ago, but I have since changed my mind. I can't do this because I can't. It's not even like you need to give what I'm hearing is a radical reason. You don't need to make up some big excuse about why you have to say no now. You said yes, and now you have to say no, and it's something you have to do because it's draining you. You're also stopping a karmic cycle somehow by doing this, and it's important. Release the idea that there's going to be forever disenchanted feelings with you because you changed your mind. It'll blow over. It will blow over, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little tumultuous at first. There's even like, I feel like even somebody could be working for you or something like that. And there's a stop to that. There's a stop to, this could also be you trickling finances or some kind of resources to someone, and you stop the trickling in of the resources. And that's in present time. So that's like happening now. In the past, you felt appreciated, and there's something going on where it's feeling depleting now. It's not feeling appreciated, or it's just not filling you back up. Even if it is appreciated, you're not getting anything in return for it. So there's no equal exchange, not even a pie. So your trajectory is the Empress, and this is you. This is you manifesting like a mofo. This is also you healing from the inside out. So other people who need to be healed, I even want to say other people, I will just use this as an example, but other people who are not as good with their finances or their resources somehow, when you are good at that and you are just beaming your skill with it, that helps other people learn how to be good with their resources. This is also talking about energy. So healing from the inside out, not taking on other people's energy, releasing other people's energy out of your space so that you can do your own self-healing. And then you empower others by showing them that they can match you, not by doing it for them. I love the Empress because she does that. This is also talking today about your connection with spirit, your connection with the universe. Let me ask a little bit about that. There's some, oh, I see. There's actually some asking of assistance from your angels and guides, like, help me through this. Help me through the sadness because I have to say no. I'm sad because I have to say no. Other people are angry with me or sad because I have to say no. And universe, help me figure this out. Ascended masters, help me do what I need to do and be okay with this, even though I'm getting flack for it, or even though I'm feeling pressure from this somehow. There's resistance to not being grounded. There's resistance to not knowing what you want. So that's good resistance to have. So there is a part of you that's beelining toward foundation, building a foundation, not making unwise decisions. There's a part of you that's beelining to knowing what it is that your truth is. And that's part of that Empress as well. She knows her truth solidly. She knows her worth solidly. So even if someone says something out of anger, she recognizes it as something being said out of anger. Even if it might really hurt, really get to the core, it's said out of anger, and it feels like things can move on and move forward. You can get over it. You can get over, both parties can get over the situation and come together. I want to ask a little bit more about, yeah, the dysfunctional group dynamics or dysfunctional family dynamics. And it does have to do with other people not taking responsibility for the stuff that is theirs to take responsibility for, not yours. I want to ask your higher self about how you feel, more about how you feel in this. Yeah. And it's like you spoke too soon. You spoke too soon. You said something when you thought that it was the right thing to do or the right thing to say, but you didn't have all the details or you didn't have all of the information. And now you're realizing you have to change your mind. I want to ask a little bit more about the big picture. 2 cards want to come out. Yeah. Oh, goodness. All right. So the big picture has to do with, again, stopping the pursuit of this. A big halt in the quest for someone else's satisfaction. And this is you really deciding, I'm taking this really deep within myself. I know this is the truth that I need to, I'm even hearing expel, because it's so deep. There's something that needs to be said. Is that true? Okay, there's something that needs to be said, but you don't have to say it the way it is expelled from your deepest parts of you. But it does need to be said. It just needs to be said diplomatically, with love, coming from the heart space. Telling someone you have to stop doing something that's helping them is is stressful, but the best thing that you can do is come from the heart space. What is the injustice? I think the injustice literally is you feeling unjust because you have to go back on something that you've said, but it's also the situation is unjust. This is not your responsibility, or it's not your responsibility any longer. Yeah. So here's the Empress, and here she is creating her empire, making her home safe, solid, and secure, making her home, making the foundation the way she needs it to be. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I was just going to ask if you are planning a move. You might actually be planning a move, and that is what is upsetting everyone too. One more card wants to come out. Oh, and this is about letting the truth out. So you got the Chariot, you got the High Priestess, you got the Empress, all these major arcanas. This is a huge turning point in this life for you. And it's a universal turning point. The universe is helping you with this. This is like a bookmark in your timeline. It's like everything goes along and this is the way it's going. And all of a sudden you hit the bookmark and it's time for a big change. There's some occurrence that is happening and it's something that you've chosen and you haven't been waiting for it. You've been living your life. You've been being up until the bookmark and something changes and something happens. So the Chariot is talking about beelining to a different thing, beelining to a different thing. This can be a move. This can be a change of jobs, but it looks more so like a home. And this is also about telling people about it. It's about letting the cat out of the bag. It's about saying something that's been needing to be said for quite some time or needing to be done for quite some time. Wow. Ultimately, this looks like a very positive thing, Leo. It just looks like it's a long time. It's been a long time coming. And now your heart's open to receive it and it's going to happen fast, it seems like. Is there anything else that you need to know for your greatest good and present time? Wow. Yeah. Again, with the message of this fast stuff, you've been manifesting this for a long time. You've been manifesting this ideal situation for a long time. And there's no waiting. There's no waiting. It's time to go forward. Yeah. It's also time to look at things through a different lens. Look at things a different way. Look at things from a different angle, a different way than you have been before. And when you do that, you are actually opening the door to a whole bunch of different opportunities. When you stop seeing things the way that you saw them in the past, you're opening a door for a completely, I even want to say a different life. Wow, a different way of wielding your energy. You recognize your power and you step into it and you stand into it. This is you speaking up for yourself. This is you speaking your truth. This is you releasing this thing that has been way down deep inside. It feels like the bottom of your solar plexus. So the way down at the bottom of your power center, something that's been needing to come up and out, and it has to do with you standing up for yourself, speaking out for yourself, standing in your truth, standing in your power, wielding your own energy, taking your energy back, taking your power back. I am going to pull an oracle, mermaids and fairies oracle. Let's see what they have to say to you for July 2020, angels and guides. Daughter. The answer to your question involves your daughter. There it is. Keep in mind, daughter can be lineage. Daughter can be your puppy. Daughter can be someone you're treating as a daughter. You're treating as a child. It does feel that way. It feels like there's some kid gloves that are on, and it's like now you're stepping away from that. Or maybe they've grown up and they don't need those kid gloves anymore. There's this card that is staring at me. What is this? Okay. Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. That has a lot to do with asking your angels and guides and the universe and the ascended masters to come in with that Empress card this month too. In July, rise above the darkness. The light is here. Move into your true self, asking for what it is that you want or stepping into what it is that you want, being vocal about it. There you have it, Leo. Have a wonderful July, and let me know how this resonated for you, and I'll talk to you soon.